Good morning, everyone. It's Rifcal. We're playing some more Lone Fungus. It's a fun little indie Metroidvania about a cute little mushroom. Some awesome sprite work. It's got a really stubby little jump that is actually really adorable, and I'm really enjoying it so far. We're gonna do a little bit more exploration. Last time we unlocked, let's see, we got our sword. The noises he makes are so cute. I'm going to be gushing about the adorableness of this, probably more than is necessary or appropriate. And when it gets old for me, I will let you know. I don't think I can reach that yet. This game has... I'm going to be making a lot of comparisons to Hollow Knight. The feel of the game is very similar, where it has the moving sword slashes, the down slash with the pogo effect. A lot of things to bounce off of built into it. And I'm really curious to see what other movement tech we get. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. So last time, I made a comment about how I'd only missed one path, and I think that's actually the way I have to go rather than going back. So I may have to do a little bit of backtracking here, but that's fine. I can talk about the game a little bit without thinking too much. So yeah, last time we got the ability to bounce off these little lamps and picked up a few other little trinkets. In one case, literally, the Knight's Trinket. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what, like I said, what all they give you, because there's a ton of items. I'm a little bit nervous that there are so many item slots that it's going to end up feeling like oversaturated, where we get too many items too quickly, or too many items very late in the game. But that feels like the good type of problem to have, as long as it doesn't get overwhelming. Gotcha. So this is the jump we couldn't get past last time over here. Okay. That could have gone better. Let's heal up. Get that boost. I get the feeling that this is basically what I'm supposed to do, unless there's a way to get across there. I'm just not doing it well. There we go. Okay, so we can't get up there directly. Probably means we have to go down and to get back up. Man. Okay. The lack of ability to hit some of these sideways spikes easily is possibly the one thing I'm not enjoying with the movement in this game. But I suspect once we get a little bit better... Oh, that one was just my bad. Oh, you can just walk up when it's the stairs are or when the stairs are that low. Okay. Counter heal relic. After getting hurt and you have 1 HP left, you will have a brief time to recover 1 HP by striking an enemy. That is neat, but unfortunately, not actually going to help. Okay, I'm curious about this, so I'm gonna try something. Because I feel like we should be able to bounce on the projectile from this guy. There we go. It's over there. These sections are optional challenges that are no way required to progress or beat the game. Don't feel bad about ignoring them if you're not up for them. Same is true for the ladybug rooms if you've come across those. Okay, the orb will let us see going forward. This is Path of Pain level crazy. But it does give us something, and it does give us full health to start with. Timing on that is very precise, so you do have to do it a little bit predictively, but not too much. Part of this is just me overcorrecting at this point. I will say, despite the fact that this has a lot of precision to it, it doesn't feel unfair, which I feel like is the most important thing with anything like this. Astral fragment, optional collectible, part of a bigger structure. Okay. So maybe that ends up unlocking some sort of post-game thing, or late game at least. Well, unfortunately, I'm not seeing a path forward here. And that makes me a little bit nervous. I will say the one downside with these type of games is sometimes signposting is not as obvious to the players as it is to the devs. Like, obviously you're supposed to explore, and we know that there's some spots that we can probably get back to now. I will say, one of the things I mentioned during the last video that I think is very appropriate for this is we don't have any way to add notes to our map. And that's something that I would very much like to see in more games, more Metroidvania games. Any games with exploration like this, it's really nice to have that feeling of being able to like make a note of where you need to come back to later. It's one of the things I really liked when I want to say it was like when I was playing Blasphemous recently, or Blasphemous 2 rather. Yeah. So this is a perfect example of that. I totally walked into this room and didn't go collect this. Parry flash will happen twice, doubling the amount of time you have to land a parry. Okay. So the problem with not having notes is I didn't have a way to tell. So it fills in this entire room. So I had no way to tell whether this room was actually completed or not. And so I didn't go back to it. This is not the same case, but that is okay. Does water hurt us? No. Interesting. Triple shot guy. Map pins. Hey, so it'd be really nice if we had some way to mark our map with items. I did not know that was coming. Now the downside there is, you know what? I'm gonna go to instant map. And it's only because I want to be able to place these pins. I appreciate what the game is doing. I press X to add a map. There we go. I'm not gonna mess with the rest of them. Can't actually tell. Okay, let's actually. How do we remove? Let's just add one here so I can see what all the colors look like. Okay, that's a switch, mushroom. I'm gonna call. Okay, so I'm gonna go purple for spots where I want to be able to jump. And I know that this is not as intended, but at this point, I do just want to be efficient and trying to remember where I am or just loosely place the pins based on where I've been and where I am, but blind on the map, doesn't feel efficient. I feel like this is a pretty straightforward thing, and I'm not gonna apologize for it. That's one of those things that I do feel. Oh, okay. That makes me think we're gonna get our double jump or high jump here. Let's go ahead and equip. We've got 2 more relics. We've got counter heal. Oh, never mind. We just have counter heal. The other one must be a power. Okay, apparently we can just equip that. Oh, we only have 1 emblem slot. So that's just the only one we have right now. Okay. The second boss. Second boss. Why does the one who gives life also take it away? I heard the sound of my brother's demise echo through these halls. It was right that the creators of this world would return bearing the hand of destruction. I am ready to face the harbinger of death. The what now? Green Cap is so cute. Oh, we are out of parries. Oh, that's a wider beam than I was expecting. We may actually take a death here. Unless I suddenly get very good at parrying. Yeah. Okay. So now we get to figure out what the... Still figuring out how the directional options on that work. There we go. Also, can you parry in the air? I think you can. This boss is very parry dependent. And I guess that's good for learning as well. I apparently didn't have a parry charged. Okay, if you missed your parry, it doesn't use it. That's actually good to think about, or to keep in mind as well. Dodge a little bit just to get that back up. Okay, so after you run out of lives, you just go back to the save shrine, which makes sense. Okay, so that's how you actually get damage in. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna wait for him to be back level again. Oof. There we go. Not as elegant as it could have been, but that did feel a lot better as we went. And I'm assuming right bumper to conjure a mush mover. Oh my. Okay. I had made some comments last time. Here lies the passage to the surface, secured by the hyperbolic hose to prevent harm. Let none pass beyond the threshold without their permission. Future of the world hangs in the balance. So I made a comment last time about how the movement tech that we'd gotten was tied to the environment with things like these bumpers. And how I generally don't like that in Metroidvanias. It's not my favorite thing because it limits where you can use those powers. The new power we just got actually completely subverts what I was just saying, because it allows you to make your own version of the thing that started locked in place. And that is absolutely brilliant. Okay, so now we can get to here. We can get over here. I'm not sure about getting up here or up here. We may have to check back to that. We can probably get over here. I think that just opened up the world. Okay, we can't get back that way. It is still pretty limited. But it should open up a lot. It's a really interesting take on the double jump as well, because it is pretty limited. You can't just do it midair. I mean, you can sort of do it midair, but you can't do it as easily as you could with a lot of double jumps. And honestly, that kind of goes with the feeling that this game has in general. A lot of the stuff in this game Oh, I went up the wrong path. A lot of the stuff in this game has that very grounded feeling with the short jumps and such, and that really fits in the ability to like make your own platform, but it's still very limited as far as the places you can use it. Map Shroom. Deep Grotto, you'll be able to see the percentage of found rooms and secrets in the Deep Grotto location. Oh. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's really tricky to actually get a midair hit on it. Like, we may be able to even do something like that, but it's still pretty limited. And I think that's okay. Ow. Okay, apparently whatever that is we can't use yet. It's not lit up. Oh boy. Looks doable. It said something earlier about a ladybug room, and I think this is one of them. The fact that the red vines just send you back to the beginning of a room is also a great way to do this, because a lot of times in games like Hollow Knight, rooms like this, you would take damage every time that you went through and failed, so you'd eventually just have to backtrack to a safe place or wait for your healing to come back. And the fact that this just lets you continue trying rather than forcing you to wait when you have a safe spot to wait from is awesome. Ladybugs are collectibles. There might be a place they fit in. That was kind of my guess. Cool. So we're going to remove... We're going to remove that. And we're going to place... a gray, I'm gonna say. For the little gray thing up there. Actually, wait, no. Let's make it a... There was one that was like a diagonal. Yeah. Make it the diagonal one for that. Cool. Well, I think I'm needing to get back over to this area now. And considering that we're just going, or we're on some more backtracking for the immediate future, and I've already got some, and we're pretty far along already, I'm gonna go ahead and say let's call this one. And I'll pick back up from probably the starting shrine next time. So, hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.